Welcome to our first base position. So we're going to go through what's called the 90-90 base position. We're just going to go through the setup. This is going to be used through the program for quite a few different things. To start with, it's going to mostly be for internal rotation of the hips. Internal rotation is where we're starting most of our work from, because internal rotation is effectively going to increase the space in the actual capsule of the joint. Now that's going to affect everything that you do. So flexion, adduction or abduction, extension, all the movements are going to be affected by the amount of space you actually have in your joint. So by increasing internal rotation, we're actually increasing the space of the joint so your leg can actually move around a bit freer in the hip. So it's going to be the big focus for both our hips and our shoulders. But what we're going to do right now is just show you quickly the 90-90 position. So a 90-90 position is this. So I'm showing you from the side so you can see the angles. It's pretty simple. It's called a 90-90 because everything's at 90 degrees. So you've got 90 degrees in your ankle, knee, hip, other hip, knee. Really simple. So I'll show you from this angle, and this is a 90-90. Now I can get fairly upright in my 90-90. Most people are not going to be able to do that when they first start or for quite a while. So what you need to know is that it's important what you do with your legs, what you're doing with your torso, whether you're upright or whether you're leant over, doesn't really matter. Everyone's going to look different when they do this. All that really matters is what's happening with your legs. So find the position that you can hold comfortably. So if you're upright, then great, be upright. If you need to lean over this way, then that's also fine, lean over that way. So just get into the 90-90, find the position here where you're comfortable and have a bit of a play around with it. What we're also going to do is we're going to start talking today just a little bit about this internal rotation. So internal rotation of my hip, hip is as I internally rotate, my foot's actually going to come out. So think about it like a rudder on a boat. You push right, you're actually going to go left with the boat. So this is internal rotation of my leg. So as I'm in this 90-90 position, what I'm going to want to do here is internally rotate. So I just need to lift my foot up off the floor. So I'll get you to try now just to get into that 90-90 position, find what's comfortable, lean over if you need, and then try to rotate your femur or your leg this way in your hip. What will happen is your foot will come off the floor when you do that. Now if I'm upright, I can't do it. But as I lean over, I can now get way more space. Now I'm going to try to keep this up as high as I can, but you'll see as my hips rotate, it's actually pushing this down. So just find the position where you can just lift it and you kind of get to the end range, which for me is about here. I can't lift it off, but as I come up a little bit, it comes up with me. So just find that range. And this is a place that you're going to be in a lot over the course of the next couple of months. So find this position. If you've got any questions about it, please shoot me a message and we'll go from there. But get into this position, feel what it's like, because you are going to be in here a fair bit, because this is where we're going to put a lot of our work to strengthen up our hips and increase that internal rotation to increase the space in our hip capsule. Enjoy, let me know how it goes.